Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm in my T28 and you guys probably think I'm psychotic for saying that I kept this tank. I enjoy this tank more than the T28 Proto, which is the other tier 8 American tank destroyer that has a turret. Most people enjoy that tank more than they like this tank. Some people just don't like either, but I'll show you why I like the T28 more than the T28 Proto. First of all, you need to know what I started with, and I started down the Soviet tank destroyer line for my first TDs, so I kind of got used to front-facing tank destroyers. And you can see here the weight of the T28 is less than the T28 Proto, and then also its forward speed is slower, but the weight is going to be important when we compare the engines because the horsepower to ton obviously is taken into effect there. You can see the camo while stationary and moving is better on the T28, so you're a little bit more stealthy in this thing. But this is the big thing, the gun. The gun is almost identical except the fact of the rate of fire. This T28 is 6.46 where the T28 is 5.26. I don't know, it's a little fuzzy, so I apologize if I didn't read that correct. But it's just got higher DPM, so it can cut through things. And this gun for both of them has high penetration. Is a very nice gun. The traverse speed's faster on the T28, so where before you used to get circled in this thing, if you have the right crew skills, you can spin this pretty fast. Now it does have a turret traverse speed of like 28 or something like that, which I don't know if that just means moving the gun from left to right. I don't know what else that would mean. So obviously that's limited on the arc that this thing has, but aim time is like, or not aim time, but the accuracy is 0.01 better on the T28, which obviously shouldn't make that big of a difference, and I don't feel like it does. But the big thing is the DPM on this. It just can absolutely shred people. And I don't think I have a good crew in it right now. I believe I've put all my good crews in my tier 10 American tanks, and then I just bought the M103 back, and I tried to move my best crews into my highest tier tanks and then work my way back from that. But I also do know that I had a lot of good American crews, so I'm not 100% sure what this crew skills this guy has or anything like that. Now, the frontal armor of this thing is kind of troll, so it definitely can get stuff done for you, but then if you find the right player, either they spam heat into your flap pieces, or you just find a good player that knows how to pen the T28 consistently, or somebody that just gets lucky. So we're going to aim on this Fatherland, get a shot into his front plate here. He misses his shot, Drewski shuts him down. Now we're going to try and aim towards this ISU 152. But to me, shooting at the front of this, the T28, is not easy. Unless, of course, you're like in a tier 10 or a tier 9 tank destroyer or something. Just to consistently get damage out, it doesn't seem to happen for me, and that could just be because I suck at shooting at this thing. But I struggle to pen this thing frontally if I'm fighting it in a corridor. Now, if you can see its lower plate, usually prem rounds are going to go right through it. There are also flat spots on the front of it, but I generally try to aim for the top caps, which I don't know if that's right, wrong, or indifferent, but that's what I try to do, and I don't always hit them, especially with somebody that wiggles back and forth in this thing. And if they just give you a little wiggle, that just gives them time to reload their gun and hit you again. And this gun hits hard, so it is constantly smacking you. If you can't deal with this tank frontally, it is going to be a struggle. You can see my loadout. I have cola, just to get that DPM, just to get everything better in the tank. I like to run food. I'm not working on any tanks, so like earning silver right now doesn't matter to me. So I can use those consumables. If you're trying to earn silver, definitely on a non-premium tank, it's going to be expensive for you to run run food on it. And then you can see I run 2 repair kits, and that is because in a front-facing tank destroyer, I do not want to be tracked. This crew is not good enough right now. Generally, I'll run like a repair kit, a large repair kit, and let's see, where are we going to shoot the Gornich? Well, we should have just shot him, probably droid or in the side of the turret. Unfortunately, we did not shoot either. We shot at the side and he was angled, so that was kind of an idiotic shot on my part. But yeah, if I have a good crew, I will usually load like a small repair kit, then large repair kit. Probably never use the large repair kit just because it helps you get your track on faster, and with a good crew with good repair skills, you can get your tracks on fairly quick. Even I'll put toolboxes on. I lean over the side a little bit too far here. I don't think there's an out here, but actually I am starting to back up, so thankfully I don't fall down the rocks. And we block the Gornich. I figure the Gornich is going to struggle to get through my frontal plates. That tank has some sad penetration on that thing. But I do have to be careful of the Inferno that's peeking up, shooting me in the side. And there's also a Freedom now. So as the Freedom comes over, just shoot into the Freedom's drive wheels, usually at any angle. Unless it's like extremely steep, you're going to get a penetration, just because that thing's side armor is sad. Get another shot into him. And as you're watching this, you don't even really feel like it's a 5,000 damage game, right? I don't know if you've been looking, but now that I brought it up, you probably did look. You see that it's 5,000 damage. Now, I feel like I have like flown through this, and it just gets through the shells so fast. Alright, so we get a shot into his droid, and now I back up because I feel like if we're parked in one spot, that's funny. If we're parked in one spot, he's going to be able to shoot down into my cupola, which is going to be obviously the weakest part of my tank. Unfortunately, this Inferno parks on top of the hill, and he pays for it, but he does pick me up as one of the kills for him. And I do have to mention that E25 that came flying in. That was absolutely hilarious, worth watching. But you can see we blocked 3,500 damage. We got 400 assist damage, 5,400 total damage. And that game was fairly quick. I mean, there's still 7 minutes left in the match. I don't know. I like, if you have an amazing crew in the T28, that tank is sick. Now you have to like forward-facing tank destroyers, and it's not that I love them, but that's what I started on, so I'm fairly decent and understand how to play them tanks. You can play it sneaky, but then it's kind of a letdown because you do have some good armor that'll troll people. And if they don't know how to pen you, you can absolutely bully them and tear them to pieces. So we do get an ace tanker, 5,400 damage. It's platooned up with Drewski and Cup. And I didn't even see the flash too fast. I've seen Drewski was like third or something. But I'll quit babbling. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.